Back in September, the Jaguars dominated their first matchup against the Texans. Can Houston avoid the sweep? The answer comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between our visitors and the Houston Texans. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out comes Deshaun Watson, ready to captain the ship here for this Houston offense.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought game tape, I think he's close to. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
On first down, Watson. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Watson. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Not much there, only a yard. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. On the option to give to Swift here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Ertz has it left side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground with Swift. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 92 yards. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. A give. It's ETN off the option. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this off to ETN. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now ETN. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense. So what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and this Texans defense stands tall. Watson's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Escaping the pressure right. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 22 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 2nd down and 3. Now Lawrence. Slant route to Miller. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Lawrence will throw. Flush to his right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
To throw is Watson. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Right here.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. From the 50, it's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Houston. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. They'll run with Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. One more time with Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Blankenship's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Play action. It's Lawrence. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. It's caught by OBJ. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So 75 yards. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. For the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaud.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And they'll run here with Etienne. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of it.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll run with Etienne and trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence caught by the tight end Ertz. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. And the defense bit hard there. They were thinking run all the way, play fake, working to perfection on 4th down.
And it was able to work because of the down and distance.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And last time, 1 play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, it's Watson. The slant pass completes to Swift. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Watson on 1st down. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. He's still on his feet. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. On the option to give to Swift here. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Back now in Houston. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown Texans. Brandon Cooks. with his second touchdown of the night. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne, and he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Throws this one right side to Pascal. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Watson now to throw. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's taken down inside the 30.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now left side on the swing pass. Breaks a tackle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the red zone now, Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Again, it's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brought They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another tote for ETN. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the side. And talk over what to do next. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. A handoff for ETN. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars look like they're going to be moving to 6-0 as they extend that lead even further. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a first down throw, Watson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Looking sideline, incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them